Yes, it was like a bunch of different ones. Did you lock the car?
Here we are again, Lake Tobias Wildlife Park.
Got it.
I've been doing these vlogs now for 4 years, I believe. No, this was 6 years actually. I started doing these vlogs since 2013, when I first opened up the channel.
She has all of them. Do you need them again? No, not right now.
And really, it shouldn't matter which camera I use for these vlogs. It's been varying ever since I started this channel, so.
No, I'm gonna
I've broadcasted in full HD, I've broadcasted in high definition, I even broadcasted on 480p cameras.
I don't want it. Just put them on your sunburn. I don't want it. Why not? I don't want it. Because I want
These are the first vlogs, man. Excuse me.
I kind of don't even know if I want.
Oh. Thank you.
I should probably. There we go. Now, get you some clear picture there, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we going on the bus first?
What?
Are we on the bus first?
We usually do, and it's
Yeah.
a good idea because it's only going to get hotter.
Oh yes, definitely.
Who am I sitting with?
Damn school services.
You'll probably be like, what are we doing again?
I finished them all. Summer last year.
Lana.
It's just not going to happen.
Where are you taking me?
The wild
I broke one of mine, both of my other ones, so I really like them.
Hey. Let's do.
How many? Where do you want to sit?
It doesn't matter.
You don't want to go over the wheels, huh?
Right.
Inside?
Okay, those are the wheels right there.
Yeah.
I can be on the inside.
That's my bag of popcorn. What? Yeah. Actually, I'll be right here.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Okay, you have to sit, yep, we're going to have to sit across from each other. Squeeze in where you can.
Behind my nose.
Okay, that's okay, you can sit together, you two. You should sit, Daddy, Tilly, and I should sit together.
Why don't we share this?
We all have to sit together, and it's not...
You can have these carrots. Can I be there? I'm skinnier. They're on the side. Okay, half up.
One of you guys want to sit with Daddy?
One of you two sit back there. Are you sitting with me?
Sit with Daddy.
Alright. Yeah, you two sit together. Don't lose the baby.
Alright, with Dad now? Here.
Oh, I gotta get out. I think what? No, I think okay. Where's your cup? We're gonna give it to the animal.
You know, that was a bad idea.
What?
Giving them the carrots.
Whatever. It's okay.
She probably does. She would. Or like when you know when like the moose comes, she'd probably like do like that. Yeah. That'd be so cute.
You're not gonna switch seats.
We would have.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay in the back? Can you hear me okay? All right, great. Anyway, welcome to Lake Tobias Wildlife Park. My name is Rick, by the way, and I'll be your tour guide today.
Hello, Rick.
What we're going to do is we're going to leave this shaded area. We're going to go out here in the field in the sun. I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm going to stop the bus. I'm going to give you a little history lesson about the park, and we'll begin our tour from out there. So please, all I ask for the time being is everybody remain seated and keep your hands and arms inside the bus.
All right.
When we stop playing,
All right, good morning and welcome to the park. As I said before, my name is Rick and I'll be your tour guide today.
Hi, Rick.
The park itself is roughly about 200 acres in size. The area that we're sitting in right now, Safari Tour area, this takes up about 150 or so acres. And when you get off the bus and you go down across the lakes to explore that section of the park over there where you can kind of walk around in, that is the other 50 acres over there. It is a family-owned park. It receives no type of state or federal money. Actually, back in 1960, J.R. Tobias took a trip to Kansas, and when he came home, in the back of his family station wagon, he brought home a baby buffalo, a baby bobcat, and a baby coyote. He got those small animals home to this area, and out of curiosity, neighbors were stopping by to take a look at those three tiny animals, and that kind of gave J.R. Tobias the idea to open such a park. It took him 5 years, though, to gather up and accumulate enough of animals so it would be worthwhile to the public to come here. So officially, the park opened in 1965, and J.R. Tobias ran the park up until the year that he died, which was in 1996. Today, the park is operated by a surviving wife, 6 children, and 1 grandson. Just a couple quick safety items here before we take off. We've already covered what I consider the most important one. Please, all I ask, anytime that the bus is moving, that we remain seated, keep our hands and arms inside the bus. I'll try to get you as close to the animals as I can while we're out here today, and when we do pull up some animals, I'm going to turn the bus off anyway, and I'm going to stand up like I am right now, and I'm going to give you some information about the animals that we are close to. So, once the bus is turned off and you see me stand up, you're more than welcome to stand up, feed all the animals you want, take all the pictures you want. I'll let you know when we're going to move on, kind of giving you time to have a seat. So from here, it usually takes about 40 minutes or so of stop and go throughout until we find all the different animals, talk about them, take pictures, feed them a little bit. So it's about a 40-minute tour from this spot. One other thing, and I really haven't had to mention this so far this summer because the weather all of a sudden turned hot, but I will tell you, on a day like today, it's not so bad if we stop in the woods, but if we're out here in the field and I make a stop to talk about animals and you stand up, even if it's only for a minute, even if we only make a quick stop, even if it's only for a minute and you feed animals, take pictures, please be careful when you go to sit back down because these seats are going to get very warm in a very short period of time. Flat out hot they get. Right. So if you're wearing shorts or you have bare legs or whatever, please be careful. Okay? If you have questions along the way, do not hesitate to ask. I'll try to answer any questions that you have. And while we're sitting here, let me tell you about one type of bird that you're going to see out here. We have rheas, okay? The silver-colored birds and the white one. You see the white one up there in the distance? Anytime you see a silver or a white bird out here, they're the same type of bird. They are called rheas. They come from South America. They are the 4th largest flightless bird in the world. And this is nesting time for our rheas. We have some that are sitting on eggs right now. Actually, they're sitting on eggs that look like this. And when it comes to rheas, a month ago, maybe a little bit more by now, our male rheas, they'll come out, they'll scratch away the grass, and they'll make a nest. And after the male bird makes a nest, a female bird moves to the nest, and she'll normally lay about 15 to 25 eggs. After she lays her eggs, nesting season is done. It's over. She leaves. Guess what, guys? Yep, someone has to sit on the eggs, and it's the male. And he comes back and sits on the eggs. Oh, it gets worse. He sits on the eggs usually about 35 to 42 days, and during that time period, they do not eat or drink while they're nesting. So they live off of what they have stored in their body. They kind of bulk up, I guess you could say. They sit on the eggs, they hatch them, and then they also take care of the baby birds. Today you're a little bit lucky because all the way up until today I was telling people that the eggs will hatch anytime soon, but we haven't had any yet. Well, there was a group of eggs that hatched last night, so if we're lucky, they're not easy to find because they're only about 5 inches tall and the grass is much higher than 5 inches. If we're lucky, we will see some baby rheas out here today, if we're lucky. Okay, if you have questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask, and enjoy the tour. We're going to go over here to the right. I'm going to show you some elk over here. And we'll try to pull in that shady spot there. Give ourselves a little bit of break. We'll try to pull in the shady spot, and the elk will come up to us. And I can also show you a bird, a rhea that is sitting on eggs.
Okay. It's gonna be so hot here, people.
Kaylee. Kaylee, did you listen to the rules? Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle while moving.
Okay. Yep, they're coming back. They're coming back. These big deer that are on both sides of the bus right now, these would be elk. More specifically, these are Rocky Mountain elk, which are the second largest deer in the deer family. The only thing that grow larger than an elk would be a moose. Okay, a nice sized bull elk like these are going to go somewhere between maybe 700 to as much as 1,000 pounds. And this bird over here to the left, that poor guy's been sitting there for the best part of a month now. He probably has another couple days, maybe a week to go. But that is what a rhea nest looks like. This is a male sitting on 18 eggs. Yep, that has 18 under it. And we probably have about 6 or 7 other ones that are sitting on eggs right now. So they're going to start to hatch here anytime. We've already had one group hatch. So we're going to start seeing some baby rheas around here. If we're lucky enough to see them today, they're going to look like those little dinosaurs that run around Jurassic Park, those raptors or whatever they call them.
Wow, you guys are brave. I didn't know you would do that right away. Jimmy was afraid to. Jimmy would get away.
Oh yeah, the question was, do the baby rheas start moving around right away? Yes, they do. And it takes them about, when they first hatch, they kind of feed on bugs, and it takes them about 2 weeks to learn what popcorn's all about. And then they'll go under the bus to try to get it, so I gotta chase them out whenever we stop.
Oh my god, you need to slime on me. Come back, come back. Okay, that kind of got a little bit.
Not at this point in time, not so much. Okay, the antlers, you can touch the antlers at this point in time. But 3 months ago, when the antlers first started sprouting, they will not let you touch them. And we actually tell you, please don't touch them because they're very soft. And if you touch one and squeeze it, it'll actually make a mark that they'll carry for the rest of the year. Yep.
Do you remember seeing these in Estes Park?
Okay, let's head way out toward that wooded area.
Okay.
To the left. And hopefully on the way I can show you a couple giraffes.
Giraffes.
And over here to the left, the 2 silver-colored birds are actually no rheas. Remember we said silver or white are all rheas. The 2 silver ones are sitting on eggs. The white one, that actually appeared there yesterday afternoon, and he's been sitting there. He's not sitting on eggs. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there, if he's just there for moral support or what.
Could be moral support, I don't know.
you look off to the left, you can see two giraffes over here. They're actually the newest addition to the park. This giraffe house was actually completed right near the end of August last year. And it houses 6 giraffes, and so far there are 2 males. Both of them are over there. They are reticulated giraffes. The one is named Spike, and the other one is named Bakari.
Hi, Spike.
And reticulated
Hi,
giraffes
Kari.
actually come from the area just south of the Sahara Desert over in Africa. And if you want to, in your visit with us today, if you want to get a closer look at the giraffes, you can actually walk right up to the fence over there where those people are standing. On our way back, I'm going to show you a trail that comes right in from the safari tour station. It'll come in through the woods here off to the left, and it'll bring you out that you can actually walk right up to the fence there. So you're welcome to do that, and that's what those people did right there. And also the building project, once we get by this building, if you look to the left, the building project that is just about completed over here is going to be an elevated feeding and observation deck where you can actually go up, get a little bit more elevation, and the giraffes will come up that you can feed them right in front of you. Or take pictures. And these large animals over here to the left, there's one here coming to the bus the way it looks. These are actually the world's largest antelope. They come from Central Africa, also South Africa. They are called eland. And a nice sized male eland is going to go pretty close to 2,000 pounds. They all have horns. Males and females will all have horns. The males will go to be about 2,000 or so pounds. The females will be much less in weight than that. But even at 2,000 pounds, these animals can still jump a fence 6 feet high.
Oh boy. Wow. That's a lot of flies.
I was trying to feed it, but I don't think it's why.
Yeah, well, I'm right beside it.
That's their market. Their colors.
Now what?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Hold out your carrot.
God, that's just... My God, all those ant flies are disgusting.
Yeah, stand up behind her, Cammy.
And that clicking sound that you hear, some of you on the bus may be able to hear a clicking sound. That's actually their knee joints that click. Yep.
Oh,
and these
okay.
animals will be in herds. You'll find them in herds over in Africa, up to like 100 animals together. So it's not like they're going to surprise you. You can hear them coming a long way off as their knee joints click.
Of course.
Yep, we had 4. And actually there's one probably all the way up there in the corner in the shade that was born about a week ago. And we had 4 that were born about 3 months ago. So altogether in the last 3 months we've had 5 of them. Okay, well, let's go down through here a little bit further. I got a feeling I can't see all the way down over, but I'd be willing to bet that there are some Asian water buffalo laying in a mud hole down here. And I haven't been through here yet today. This is my first trip. I'll turn the air conditioning on here once we get in the shade. It'll feel much better. And there are also some animals over here to the right. They're kind of at an out-of-the-way spot that we really can't get close to them. But those animals over there, take notice the one standing has spots. They can also be dark brown. They can also be totally white. They are called fallow deer. And fallow deer come from Europe and also parts of Asia. And it looks to me like that entire group over there are males, okay? And that's not uncommon at this time of year because our females right now are nursing their young ones that were just born in the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
So that is the group of male fallow deer. A little bit later on, we'll see the females and the fawns. We probably have 20 to 30 baby fallow deer right now.
Don't get hit. Don't hit the deer. Don't hit the deer. Don't hit the deer. Don't hit the deer, please.
Doesn't look like he's got enough. I'm going over.
Okay, the animals that are over here in this mud hole with the very short kind of curled horns, they are Asian water buffalo. And Asian water buffalo you're going to find primarily in countries in Southeast Asia.
Jurassic Park quote here.
To work in their fields, they will ride them. They'll also use
like I said, quote it here.
Almost like a llama, like a pack animal. But a neat fact about the Asian water buffalo, if you like mozzarella cheese, the best mozzarella cheese in the world is made from the milk of an Asian water buffalo. And we have 6 of them, and my guess is they're going to be there all day long. And we have some elk over there. And these are some of the fallow deer, like that group that was laying off to the right up there. This is what they look like. These are fallow deer. They come from Europe and also parts of Asia. And all 4 of these are males. Now all these have spots, but we have brown ones, we have white ones as well. The antlers, yep, here come some white ones. The antlers that you see growing on top of their heads right now, you come back and see us about the beginning of September, and this is what it's going to develop into. This is what it will look like. Okay? So they have a lot of growing to do yet, but this is what it's going to look like eventually. And they will have this set of antlers until about April, and then the antlers will simply fall off the top of their head, and they start growing a new set for next year. Same way with the elk over there. They will get a new set of antlers starting in February or March. They'll fall off the top of their head. And this large animal over here to the left is probably one of the older animals that we have here, so he's kind of earned his retirement status. We usually don't stop or talk too much about him, but since the Asian water buffalo were here, we were going to make this stop anyway. But that is what a yak looks like. Okay, that is a yak off to the left here, and we're going to see more yaks on our trip today. The yaks come from the Himalaya Mountains, Tibet, Nepal, over around Mount Everest. They have the ability to breathe air that is very thin in oxygen. Therefore, yaks can live in high altitudes, 20,000 feet above sea level, no problem. Okay, well, let's go out through here a little bit further, see what else we can find.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'll let you have it. There's only a couple left. Thank you for jumping on with me, bro.
The elk came up to their head and he ran out of his hand. He was like,
Wow, look at the long horn.
Alright, we're going to go up around the corner. It looks like some of our llamas are up here, but these black and white animals are the same type of animal that I just told you about. These are yaks. Okay, these are yaks. They come from the Himalaya Mountains.
You saw when we get to bananas. I don't need to check it out.
animals that are coming up the bus right now, these would be llamas. And llamas come from South America. And down in South America, llamas are used mainly as a pack animal to carry things. We also have alpacas here at the park. Alpacas are a smaller relative of a llama. They look almost exactly like a llama, but they're much shorter. They're not as heavy. But the alpacas are not out in this area. If you want to get a chance to see the alpacas today, you have to walk up to the petting zoo. And when I gave you the introduction to the park, I said that we had two types of birds out here. The white and the silver ones are called rheas, and hopefully I'll show you some baby rheas. But the second type of bird would be right over here to the left, these brown colored ones. The brown colored birds are a little bit larger, they're a little bit heavier, they're a little bit taller than the rheas. They're actually emus. And they come from Australia. They would be the second largest flightless bird in the world, second only to an ostrich. Okay? Emus are going to grow to be about 5 to 5.5 feet tall, and roughly about 100 or so pounds. And many times here in the United States, they'll actually raise emus domestically for the oil that comes from their feathers. The oil from an emu's feathers is used in medication for arthritis and also joint pain.
Feed it. It won't spit on you. Well, stop eating it.
My sister is trying to hide
You can pretty well tell the weather forecast just by where the animals are located. When everything's in the woods, it's going to be a warm one. On a cool day, you can drive through the woods and you won't see an animal. Everything will be out in the field.
I thought one was going to spit on me. I tried to feed it popcorn.
I didn't even want to get popcorn.
That's the one I tried to feed. No. It's okay. It doesn't even...
I've seen it already.
There's one literally looking up at me right
I don't know if I trust your...
Oh. Feed it. No, feed it. You don't want it to spit.
If you drop it out the bus, the llama...
Whoa, feed it. Feed it. Feed it. No.
Maybe lots more
I'm sorry. It's angry. Did you hear it?
You just sat on my popcorn.
Oh my god. I'd rather someone eat popcorn than it spit on my face.
I'm so gone.
Yes. Did you hear that one? It was grunting. It was like... I guess that one was...
one of them sounds angry.
Okay, let's try to go around. We're going to try to pull in the middle of the bison back there, and then we're going to go down into a larger wooded area.
All right.
You guys are ridiculous. I fed a white one.
Look, our bags are wrinkled.
Yeah, I still did the same thing. You were just scared of me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at the baby!
Yes, 20.
The large animals on both sides of the bus right now, these would be American bison. And these animals will actually live to be about 40 years old on the average. And when a bison is fully grown, it's going to weigh in the neighborhood of about 2,000 pounds. Even at 2,000 pounds, a lot of people do not realize a bison can still run. A 2,000-pound bison can still reach a speed of about 40 miles per hour. And the four fuzzy-looking orange calves over here to the left, they're kind of laying in the shade right there all together. They are bison calves. Roughly about 2 months ago, all in 1 week, we had 4 of them that were born. And they will stay orange in color for several months, probably about 3, 4, maybe 5 months, and then they'll slowly start changing to their natural color.
You done looking at the babies?
Oh.
Yeah, when you see them roll in the dust, that's the way to keep the bugs off of them.
You missing something?
At first. I got it.
All right.
Okay, good shot. Thanks for looking.
You're welcome. Oh no, Craig, don't start getting itchy.
Looks like our animals are going to be on the lazy side today with the heat.
Okay.
Too hot to eat.
We don't really need it. You going back?
You're just little Mr. Explorer. Down here. Distance stuff.
Baby's standing up. Oh my God.
Here comes the baby.
You're welcome to use this if you want.
Oh, thank you. We did put some on
Okay.
before we got on.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, sure.
I think you'll be okay for a little while. You know.
Okay, we're going to go down over this steep hill. We're going to make a stop down here at the bottom. And I'm going to show you the last of our cattle that we didn't talk about yet. And then we're going to go through this wooded area in hopes that we can see some baby fallow deer.
Okay. Sorry. You know, I can't contain my curiosity.
Oh, I know, that's okay. When he starts moving.
All right.
All right, we're just going to hang out here in the shade until that bus pulls away down there. I don't want to push her through her tour.
I see. But she's got a pretty big steer in front of her. So you just kind of standing there. Would you see them? Those are really big. I see that. So we got it in the shade. Look, see a baby.
It looks like a cow.
All right, if you're feeding animals, this is about the only group of animals that you have to watch out a little bit, because when they do come up in the bus, they have no clue what they have on top of their head. And they will swing their heads from side to side. You can feed them right out of your hand. That's not the problem. The problem is when they swing their heads from side to side, you just want to make sure you don't get bumped by their horns. Okay?
All right.
Let's start out Let's start out with the animals that are standing down here in this water hole, as well as the black one here off the left-hand side of the bus. They are Scottish Highlanders. It's a breed of cattle that you would find over in Scotland. They can either be raised as a dairy cow for their milk, or they will raise them for their beef. But when you find them here on farms in the United States, most people refer to these cows as hippie cows. And that little black and white baby back there is a week and a half old. All right, Monday it was a week old, so roughly a week and a half old, and this is Mom right here to the left of the bus. Okay, so they are hippie cows. Over on the right-hand side of the bus, the reddish-brown cattle. The one has massive, very thick horns. They are called Watusi. They're actually the oldest domesticated or tame cattle in the world. They come from Africa, and they are named after the Watusi Indian tribe of Africa, who have learned to tame those animals and actually put them to work in their fields. The Watusi are also the only animals that do not spend the winter months out here. When the park closes at the end of October, they'll come out, they'll gather up those reddish-brown Watusi, and they're actually taken down below and placed in a barn. They'll bring them back out next April before the park reopens. They don't handle the cold very well. Not much insulation, very thin hide. Let's see. There are two white-colored cows back there with brown markings on them, and both of them have like a lump on top of their front shoulders. Okay? They have very long, droopy ears as well. They are Brahmas. Those two animals are Brahmas. It's the only two that we have. And here in the United States, Brahmas are probably most famous for rodeos than anything else. Okay? They are a meat cow. Okay? But those guys that try to ride those bulls in a rodeo, that's the type that they're trying to ride, Brahma bulls.
Sorry, dude. Dropped it.
And then we also have one around here, right here on the left, with the very wide horns. It's kind of orange and white in color, very wide horns. This is a Texas Longhorn. All right, the first Longhorns came from Spain way back in the year 1541. There was a Spanish explorer by the name of Coronado. He came over here and he explored what is now the southwestern part of the United States, and when he did, he brought the first Longhorns with him. Longhorns are raised here in the United States for their beef. Okay, they're not a dairy cow. You raise them for their beef, but they're probably most famous for how wide their horns get. They get a lot bigger than this one, believe me, because the world record for a Texas Longhorn, from tip to tip, the span is 10 feet 9 inches wide, which is a little bit wider than the bus. Okay, I told you we're going to try to find some baby deer, and when we made our stop up here in this wooded area that we just left and came down over the hill, remember those white, those spotted, those brown deer? I called them fallow deer. I showed you an antler. That was a group of males. Right now the females stay separate because they're nursing their young ones that they just had. And hopefully we'll see some out the road here. If we do, I'm going to point them out to you.
Okay. Just need to know the right moment when to sit down again.
Sissy needs to sit up now. Cheyenne, Jen. Sit up, please. Now. I said sit up.
wants to go over there. But I don't know if
The two large animals back toward the back of the bus, we always talk about elk. Okay, they are elk.
That came at me a little bit too fast there,
the spotted
people.
ones, the brown ones, they are fallow deer. They come from Europe and also parts of Asia. The majority of these are females. And if you look over there to the right, look, I'm guessing probably on the other side of that log that's laying in the field. Okay, look on the other side of that.
That's way too
About straight across from the bush, you can see a bunch of little heads sticking out of those high weeds. They are fallow deer fawns. Especially up there where that tree fell over. Okay, if you look that one lone tree that's standing, if you look past that, you can see a bunch of them over in that area.
Oh, Phil, just throw popcorn at the animals.
Come here. The babies, if you drop it, they'll get it.
Yeah, they'll get it.
And down in this wooded area, somewhere, and I knew they'd be hard to find, somewhere down in this wooded area about an hour ago, that group of baby rheas that hatched from their eggs was seen. But I haven't seen them yet. Yep, they're here somewhere. They're going to be tough to find. Okay, we're going to make one more stop yet. We're going to leave the woods. We're going to go up over the hill. We're going to circle all the way back down around, almost all the way as far down as where we started our tour. Almost as far down as the safari tour station. There's a group of sheep down there. Hopefully I can show them to you. They're called Audads, and they come from northern Africa. So we're going to make one more stop on our way back, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the reptile center, the showtime, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I will show you that trail that goes out through the woods that you can go out to the giraffes.
Okay.
You want the last 30 pieces? Charlie has them. It's the last
Lord, that's a lot of dust.
Here you can see a couple of baby fallow deer over here to the right as well.
longer than the, like it's taller.
Here he comes. And here comes another one.
Bouncy, bouncy. Uh-oh, one of those kids is having a fit. Ooh, bumpy ride. Honestly, I'm liking this. Although one person on this bus does not have a camper. I mean, I can hear him crying. I guess. Excuse me. Sorry. Whoa! Ho, 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 ho. That was fun. All these kids having a meltdown.
We're gonna stop. You can see some animals. Want to see animals?
Yeah.
We're gonna stop. You got them. Get them, kid.
And the last animals that we didn't talk about yet are located right over there to the right, on that hillside. Look for the area that has no vegetation. That's where they normally lay. There, one just got up. They are called Audads. And Audad sheep come from the very northern coast of Africa. It's actually the Barbary coast of North Africa where they are native to. The neat thing about those sheep, normally when you think of sheep, most sheep have fur. They do not. They have hair. There they go. I may not be able to show them to the next group.
Oh well.
Anyway, do we have anybody on the bus today for the first time? This is your first trip to the park.
Nope.
Okay, with that in mind, Let me just point out a couple quick things. First of all, when you get on the bus, I took the ticket simply because from this point on, you do not need a ticket for anything. There's no admission for anything else in the park. You can go to any building, any exhibit. There's no pay to get in or whatever, no admission. If you still have food left over, you want to feed more animals, go up on top of the hill, go up to the petting zoo, walk in there with your cup of food, and you can feed all the animals you want. There's also a museum down below on the other side of the lakes. It's called the J.R. Tobias Museum and Education Center. Check it out today. A lot of the history of the park is in there. And lastly, before you leave today, make sure you check out a reptile show. Go into the reptile center, see a reptile show. It'll be a nice break from the heat today because that building is air conditioned. Okay? So check out a reptile show. I can tell you the first reptile show begins at 12:30.
Okay.
Show times for today: 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, and 4. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, and 4 are the 4 reptile shows today. So check them out before you leave today. And on the way back down over, I'm going to try to point out that trail that goes out to the giraffes.
Nothing, I'm fine.
And what are you shaking your head no about?
And the people right here to the right that are walking, that gentleman right there with the bright blue shirt on, they're actually on the trail. So if you would take the trail out that way to the right, you're going to go across that wooden bridge down there to the right. It's going to take you up a slight incline, and it's going to take you out through the woods, and it's going to put you right out there, right around where the giraffe exhibit is.
All right.
So if you want to walk out there, it's about a 5, 6, maybe 7-minute walk out through there.
All right.
Okay, everybody, thanks for going along today. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the park and come back soon. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
We will get drinks.
We got plenty of water back in the straw.
Same.